So y'all give me a minute to get the thumbnail fixed. You know, all I done just then is just restarted the telephone. Like, who knows why that stuff happens? And I just deleted the other 5-minute video. Hey, I see my video there on the Fire Stick. Just another minute, y'all. I'm kind of fixing it up there. And I know y'all would like to get on here and chat too. Look like ain't even the same people on here that was a minute ago, just looking at the back of the phone.
Science, Stephen.
Yeah, go ahead, Marcia, and ask your question. I'm just sitting here, Marcia, go ahead. You think of that, Joyce? On Steven's concert, I got you. Hey, Miss Tammy. Hey, John. I got the question so far on Steven's on the concert. Hey, Mr. Luna. Hey, can he do an outdoor concert where folks can come and dance? You know, I mean, we might could, but like, I don't care too much about moving my drums around. But if we ever like done something where everybody was meeting and everything, I would do it then. But like somebody had to get it together, you know. Hey, Miss Dale. I hadn't been watching. Just about all I've been watching is Andy Griffith on TV. I don't even know what case that is, Denise. I usually can get a crowd together, but well, I have in the past. But that's something I ain't thought about that much about getting everybody together. It could be done, you know, but it would actually need to be, you know, done, you know, announced months ahead where everybody that wanted to come could make preparations. Yep, I usually watch Gunsmoke too, I just been watching that Andy Griffith lately. I enjoy that, even though I've seen them all. But yeah, it's just something to think about, you know. Oh yeah, okay, okay, Denise. There's crazy people out there. So, I know y'all like to get on here and chat and stuff with one another, which is part of the reason I'm on here. I ain't got a lot to say, y'all. I really don't have a lot to say about the stuff I've been talking about. Hey, Lynn Gray. Uh, I know Tammy come in, she's kind of tired. And the video that I done last night was getting a bunch of views. And I actually told her uh, that, if she didn't want to do a video, she didn't. Because, like, this video right here drowned out last night's video I done. It's just kind of the way YouTube is. You would think your views would double, but they won't. Hey, Linda Lou. We're going to give some folks time to come in here. I didn't know I was going to do a video, but I did. Hey, Trish. And Peter. How you there, Peter? And Cindy. Danny, your son Stephen is so much inspiration for a lot of people. In Jesus' name, amen. He sure is. He sure is. Stephen's a lot of fun to hang around with. He's so busy, I don't hang around with him as much as I used to. He's actually doing a lot of stuff that I don't want to do. His days kind of worked out where he's doing the morning show, and then he's doing the 10 o'clock show, and then he goes to the post office, has to go get beans, and then he has to eat in there somewhere. And his day's pretty busy, y'all. Yeah, it was. I seen a little bit of it. I called him up. I said, son, what was that you doing? I was on the phone. But I was watching. I didn't know what he was doing. Hey, he's a hard worker. Whenever, and I'm going to get around to some stuff in a minute, but I'm just kind of giving time now, but that roofing, like, if you worked hard for about 3 days, like, on that fourth day, you'll be dragging pretty bad, you can force yourself to go, but you actually can get to where, like, you kind of slurring your speech and stuff, like, be so tired. I've done it a many a day, y'all, trying to make a living. Yeah, I see that. I don't know that. I hadn't seen no girls. around here. But I don't get up and look out the door and see what Steve is doing and all that. Then you understand? I roofed in front. Yeah, we done that hard work, didn't we? You know, it was alright when we was young, Luna. That hard work, we didn't mind it too much. When my phone never messed up, y'all, when it wouldn't turn, all I done is just switch. Before I went to the auto rotate, all I done is just switched it off. Just restarted my phone. And like, bam, there it goes. Mm-hmm. He pretty well goes. He pretty well goes, Marshall. It's it's funny. It's kind of funny, like how we do about, what we doing every day. Oh, what I mean is, I get up. Sometimes I watch Steven's Coffee Channel. Sometimes I don't. And then a lot of times I go get in his video, and then, and then I'm eating, and then I usually rest and watch TV, and then it's about time for Tammy to get home, and I always kind of try to talk to her and stuff. But it's funny how we can get our own little routine, and he done that. He stopped the routine he was on and got a brand new routine. Did anybody let Steven know I'm live on there? I don't know, he might be asleep or something. Ain't no telling. He act like he was tired of me down there at Grandma's today. Yeah, that sun's rough, John. I'm glad I don't do that stuff no more. I'm glad I don't have to do it no more. I really am glad I don't have to do that no more. Yeah, we've had quite a few people that had to go to the emergency room, y'all. Quite a few. And that, like Steven, he's such a hard worker that, like he is programmed in his mind to work hard. It's the way he is. And he just can't hardly help it, y'all. I've talked to him and talked to him and talked to him. He just can't hardly help it. You hadn't missed nothing, crying shame. You hadn't missed nothing. I hadn't said nothing. And don't have a whole lot to say anyway. I'm tell y'all some of my thoughts, Y'all see the name of this video here. Mm-hmm. So then, I used to go up there to that Lake Sinclair all the time. And, the secret to catching them fish up there is go when they biting. And there, and I guess that's what anywhere except a pet pond. I think you can catch them in a pet pond about any time, but them lakes up there is you go when they biting. And you never really know when that is. We know about what time it is every year. Dang, 700 people. But like you kind of have to go, hey, Bear Paws. Hey, thank you, it's a crying shame. I see that super chat there. Hey, Bear Paws, you kind of hang in there with us, don't you? Yeah, you know, I probably got a lot I could say, but uh, one of the reasons I get on here, one of the reasons I'm on here tonight is, well, I was going to tell y'all some stuff, but I know y'all enjoy like getting on here and chatting and stuff. When Mr. Danny, are you retired from roofing? Yeah, yeah, I actually hadn't done that in a pretty good while, but uh, I turned it over to Stephen. I just gave it to Stephen. I had enough of that mess. The workers. I started getting older, and couldn't get up there and work hard like the way you need to, and Stephen left the paper mill out there, and uh, and I just went ahead on and just got on out. Let him have it. And Tammy had been wanting me to quit too, For a long time, Tammy had been wanting me to quit, but like, I would work like like when it was real hot, I would work till like 12 or 1 o'clock in the day, and then I would come home and rest and eat, and that's if I could eat, and then go back at 5 o'clock. And a lot of times I go back and work by myself. But I done that. I worked hard, y'all. I worked hard. But anyway, even like when I'm like something you don't realize, something people don't realize, like about me and Stephen and stuff like that. When we go roof a house, we also have to go give estimates and stuff too. And there's actually a pretty good bit of that. Good gracious, Miss Davis. I'll sure get Tammy to, I'll sure tell Tammy about that, Miss Davis. So, we actually working a whole lot more than it actually looks like we are. That's 5 months ago video, I'll play it. Yeah, we actually work a lot harder than everybody realizes. We on the run, and you in a hurry all the time. And then when you get home, you're on the phone a lot. So if you got a month's work ahead, and I know this ain't very much of a good conversation, but if you got a month's work lined up, and you got everybody kind of scheduled, your schedule will always get pushed back, and you have to call everybody and tell them that you're not going to be there whenever you said you was. And you don't wait until the day you're going to go to call them up and tell them. You have to let them know ahead of time. People get mad with you. Hey, Lane. Okay, Lane, just stay as long as you want to. You can sit and listen, and you can chat, or you can do whatever you want to do. But I'd be on the phone, and then had a bunch that was kind of stealing from me. And I just got aggravated. Tammy had been trying to get me to quit for a long time, and I said, what are we going to do about money? She said, the Lord will provide. And I guess he did. And I made big money, y'all. You know, like stay aggravated, you know, pretty good bit. That, you know, I mean, I've forgot before that I was gonna go roof somebody's house. You know, I mean, I just forgot that I was supposed to go do their house. They called me up and said, when you gonna come do my house? That's when you do that V8 moment, and you hit your head there, and or like where you forgot. Whenever they tell you who they are. Y'all, you gotta listen to me to what I'm saying, and you gotta believe what I'm saying. Because what I'm saying is, yeah, God, I think God did some. Tammy said God would provide. I never missed that money, Luna, and I make big money. It was never missed. You know, I just like go to making money somewhere else, like doing something easy, you know. But anyway, I ain't gonna look at the chat now where I'm saying this, cause it's, I'm somebody that can sense stuff. I can sense stuff, and I can sense stuff before other people can. Y'all see the title of this video? I think everybody's getting tired of it. From what the other people's doing and all that. I think everybody's getting tired of it. Including me. I sure do. I think everybody's getting tired of it. You know, like, how many times can you hear the same thing, you know? You know, we'll see if I'm right, y'all. We'll see if I'm right. I'll be able to tell if I'm right in a few days. I usually get that stuff right. You know, whenever I don't do that too much, but usually, like, I can see things ahead of time. But that don't mean I can see everything ahead of time. But, you know, you sit there and listen to stuff, and you don't know what's a lie, you don't know what's the truth. And I just think that stuff starts getting old. I think, you know, when these videos I made these past few days, and I'll keep doing the lives and stuff, y'all, at night, where y'all can get together and all that, for the night owls. But I actually done what I set out to do. I really don't, I think it would bore y'all for me just to keep on. And it's not that I want to keep on, because I just think knowing enough is enough. And I think it's becoming to the end of the road. There's plenty of stuff I can say, and plenty of stuff I can talk about. I got a good memory, y'all. I actually got a better memory than I want to have. Like some of the dumb stuff I used to do when I was young, but thank God we grow up and get older. You know, and I got everybody in the world like sending me stuff and telling me stuff and who's doing this and who's doing that. I done about throwed up a block, you know, in my. I just about done throwed up a block to where I just about don't want to hardly hear it. Now, I ain't joking. I got one woman on there that I've got to call. She says, hey, she was tired today, but I got one woman on there that says that she's been accused of being on the dark side. That's what she said, the dark side. She said she promised she is not on the dark side, and I got to call her up and get that straightened up. We don't, we want to be forgiving people. We always want to try to be forgiving people. And I've seen, y'all know that show, that Morning Joe? Y'all ever seen that show, Morning Joe? I'm gonna pause here just a minute and y'all tell me if y'all know what I'm talking about. Morning Joe on MSNBC. Change it right in front of your eyes. I hear that. That's okay, simple things. I probably am. I probably am. You ain't never seen Morning Joe, Joe? Yeah, well, see, I would watch. Like, I'm not a fan of theirs, but I would watch just to see what they would say. Yeah, yeah, I don't even watch no news no more, but I used to watch sometimes. But the point I'm making about Morning Joe is, it's amazing to see how they can get on there and start ripping something, and just make something out of thin air. Like, we can tell we was lying, and that they lying, and me and Ed Higgs, I can see him and he can see me, and at the same time, me and him will say the same thing. Can you believe what they doing? And we agree so much. We just have to change the subject. So that's what you're sort of seeing. Somebody just taking something just because they seen somebody walking down the road in front of this particular house. This just an example now. Say your neighbor, say, your neighbor's house got broke into, and they say, I seen so-and-so walking down the street in front of your house. That don't mean that they the ones that broke in there. Just stuff like that. I just think kind of enough is enough about all that. There's only, let me see, true Danny, I still pray for people that ignorant. That means they know how to get out of their bad selves. Yeah. Also got another thought too. I'm actually done watching their videos, y'all. I just don't need to. The last one I watched, I was kind of laughing and stuff. Like, couldn't hardly believe, like how they could carry on a conversation for an hour. Like Morning Joe does. Y'all heard me before talking about if a peanut stand opens in your neighborhood and you making money, you can expect another peanut stand to open up in your neighborhood. Y'all heard me talking about that? Alright, so maybe, yeah. But if John right there opened up he was gonna open up a peanut stand in his neighborhood. A boiled peanut stand. And he was out there and he had cars stopping getting boiled peanuts, and then another car would pull up there and another car would pull up. And all the neighbors would see that John's seemed like he's doing pretty good selling these boiled peanuts. It won't be long that there's going to be somebody else that's going to be out there selling boiled peanuts in your neighborhood. It's just like that, y'all. And I think these two women, or the one woman, whatever, I think she seen Whip's Candy Boy making a little headway. Getting a few views. And she decides, well, if he can do that, I can do twice as good as him. So she opens up her own boiled peanut stand. Are y'all with me? And she's got this agenda. And I truly believe this with all my heart, y'all. I truly believe this with all my heart. Their main agenda is to get me and Stephen out of Grandma's video. Do you think for 1 second that would be the end of her videos? If me and Stephen didn't never go back, do you think for 1 second it would be mission accomplished? She would never make another video. Hey, now y'all got to get with me then, because I'm feeding off of y'all on chat here. It ain't gonna stop. Thank you, Leanne. I know y'all kind of get to talking and stuff, but no, it's not gonna stop. But it's gonna slow down. I think it's gonna slow down. I think that that's gonna get old. You notice I ain't pounding nobody. I already have, It's mission accomplished for me. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, I see there, John. Yeah, I'm just saying, if, like, if you have a roofer that says he can't go to work because he ain't got no way to come, and you go to inventing ways for him to come, I'll come get you, I'll send a taxi, But then it'll change to, well, I don't feel good. I got a headache. The goalposts will keep moving. And I can guarantee you they not planning on stopping. If if they got everything they wanted, they not gonna stop. This is about making money, y'all. You might think it's about the video, but this is about making money. You know, I usually figure everything out. They just got a couple of subjects. They won't tell you what I just told you. Yeah, thank you, Joanne. That's right. I think it's went about as far as it's gonna go myself. Mm-hmm. Yep. You won't. You won't never hear what I just told you. They seen Wilkes County boy getting views. Oh, I can do that. Well, let me tell you something. And I'll tell all of you that's got channels and stuff. It's a long ways to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time. It's a long ways. That ain't too discouraging. It can be done. But it's hard to do nowadays. It is very hard to do now. Well, you might have to go watch what I said. But it's about money, Tammy. It's, they just, they know not to go against grandma. They know better than that. You think they worried about grandma? They not worried about grandma. They was worried about grandma. They wouldn't be doing what they doing. But they got this thing that sells. Sales is gonna get slow. I promise you, sales is gonna get slow. I want y'all to listen to me. I want you to believe what I'm saying. I can see in the dark. And it's gonna slow down. And I think it already has. And actually, well, I'll admit that. But anyway, I've thought about it, y'all. This is about making money. We all start the YouTube. A lot of us. When I started, y'all, I was just all I cared about was views. I didn't even think about the money, and I don't think Grandma did neither. But then, Danny, don't worry, brother. You're better than you know. Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all, Luna. But I think you kind of have to love YouTube first. Like Stephen, he really enjoys the people, I mean, he really does, I mean, you can tell it. But you seeing a woman trying to make money, y'all. And it is a long ways to the top if you want to rock and roll. I'm telling you. That ain't the saying it can't be done. It can be done. But it ain't much fun trying to get there, I can tell you that. You know, the 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours watch time. In the watch time, you got to do it within a year. It's tough. So you actually can do it 5 years and never get the watch time. It don't it don't add up every year. You know, it don't like keep plussing. So at the end of the year, you know, at the end of 1 year, like watch time starts falling off. Y'all understand what I'm saying about watch time starts falling off? You got to do that within a year. The watch time, if you're building a channel, the watch time you had a year ago, every day that watch time will fall off. It's got to be within one. It resets. That's right, John. In one, you got to do it in 1 year. It just ain't so easy, y'all. I don't want to discourage the people that's got channels and all that. You have to try. You have to try. Oh yeah, it's jealousy, but it's jealousy too, Paula. It's all of that combined. But when you smear all the leaves away from the leaves that's covered up the dog poo, what is at the bottom of the pile is money. It's the money. Let me tell you that people that do YouTube for a living, they wouldn't, if it wasn't for the money, they wouldn't do it. But that's how YouTube keeps the good creators, you know. The good YouTube creators, that's how they keep them. You know, I mean, people quit their jobs and stuff. Danny, you must put God first and money, and He will. That money will get her done, won't it, Luna? Boy, like all of us, we've seen it over and over. I myself is not greedy. Stephen ain't neither. Grandma ain't neither. But, so, that's why us YouTubers get paid, y'all, because they want to keep us. They making money, you know, like, if whatever money I make this month, they make half of that. I mean, they make that much too. Like just for example, if I make $1,000, I actually made $2,000. But YouTube gets half of it. And I actually think that's probably a fair deal. You know, they spending billions of dollars, you know. Like, so I think y'all get it, but like the copyrighted music, you know, you'll hear people complain about, you know, they can't put the music on their video. I mean, I believe in copyrighted music. And if there wasn't no such thing as copyrighted music, there would be no reason to even go to the recording studio. They wouldn't. And they about got it where they don't make nothing now. So, hey y'all, it is. Yeah, you can put music on there. You just won't make no money on the video, Tammy. Like when we do them concerts, y'all, we don't get no money out of that. We do that for y'all. And it hurts me too. That's the reason I put all that. I leave them videos up a few days, and then I'll put them on private. because they'll like take the channel over. There's so many people coming in there watching. They'll take the channel over. Yeah, I know it. That's the thing about it, Tim. If you ain't making no money nohow, it really don't matter. It really don't matter. I mean, that is a fact. But, you know, like I say, look at Stephen though. uh, like I say, y'all, they's a bunch into this. But they just are taking this agenda and it's all the way down at the bottom of the pile is to make money. They lie and say, well, I ain't making no money. Yep, they know that everybody knows that you'll make money later if you make it. If you make it, you will make money. If you make it. I think, this is what I personally think. Danny, anything I do is only for you. Thank you, Luna. If y'all want to stand out a little bit in chat, if y'all type in capital letters, that catches my attention. Yeah, they jealous and all that. They are that. But at the bottom of but when you rake all the leaves back, it's money at the bottom of the pile. That's what they planted. Uh, okay, team. And I mean, I'm telling you, they seen Limps County, boy. And everybody, here's what they think, you know. Here's how everybody thinks. I can't say here's how everybody thinks. But I used to kind of kid with them about put it on Facebook, you know. I put something on Facebook and I would kind of be messing with like people, you know, 'cause everybody thinks it's easy. And I'm talking about myself. They say, if that dummy can do it, just imagine what I could do. And sometimes I say that. I don't hardly do it no more, but I used to put in my videos. I used to put in my videos and say, just think, if somebody like me could do it, imagine what like you could do, like and you being so much smarter than me, because that's a lot of people think like that, y'all, and that's what them girls think. If Ernest T. Bass can do it, imagine what I can do, and that's y'all. I can kind of see in the dark. I'm telling you, I can. They will fail. They will fail, y'all. I know that there's people that'll go look, but it will get old. It will get old. I know that probably the main chatters, no, Everything I know. Give me something to drink here. Hush, hush, hush. Hey, I'm here in, Boo. I just went in and got me something to drink. And I got on here and shared some thoughts, and I might even have some more thoughts. You know, tomorrow night will be the concert, y'all, and look, it's Steve. Tomorrow night's the concert, and then that concert will completely take over the channel. So I was just getting something in here and telling you what I was thinking, and about the drama fading. I usually got a good instinct about stuff. So here's what I think. I think I could get over on here 2 nights a week hammering and hammering and hammering. I think y'all will get tired of it. Yeah, Grandma's alright. Grandma's okay. Hey, she's fought from some tough battles. Okay, good night, Tim. She'll be like as tough as she has to be, you know. I've seen her do it quite a few times. Well, I seen Grandma was ill today. She was, and I didn't mess with her today. I am Danny. I knew he was a rotten apple from the beginning. Positive's always better. Yeah. Yeah, like I don't think you can just keep on, y'all. And I wasn't doing it for, I wasn't doing what I was doing for profit. Man, I wanted to get the word out to everybody, you know, I mean, y'all know what all I've been saying. I wanted to get the word out was what I wanted to do. And then make a little money in the process, but the main thing is, my main thing is I wanted to get the word out. And I did, y'all. I did. I got the word out. Yeah. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Leanne. AT Sleepers. Hey, I don't know. I kind of had to talk to Steven about that, about the concert t-shirts, I guess. I still ain't went and got me no material to put stuff back on eBay yet. Like, I think about quitting again. You know, I got to go get some because I sell them antennas. I have people coming and picking them up here in Dublin. So I got to go get some stuff, but that eBay, it's bad when you sell something for $145 and when you look to see if you sold something like you hoping you didn't sell nothing. Cause you just don't want to be messed with it. I was saying a little bit earlier, there's a woman that, I don't know the deal, but myself, but she says she was not on the dark side, and I do know she's got blamed for it. I do know that. I know that for a fact. She says she was not on the dark side. I've talked to Stephen before about getting a t-shirt maker. Them things don't cost much, y'all. And I think he just wanted to, like he don't care nothing about making no money on it. I do know that. But like everybody's so busy, y'all. Uh, Even though you might have a good idea or something, it's easy just to get it's easy just to get lost in action. Yeah, Joyce. It's easy for ideas to just get lost in action. Grandma's crushed. Oh yeah, I mean she'll be all right. She'll She'll get as tough as she has to. She's aggravated. I could tell today she was aggravated. But she'll get as tough as she has to. I've seen her many times, many times. You know, you got them people talking about I love them. I love her. I don't think they care about Grandma one bit myself. Yeah, I think it will. I think that people will get tired of, I think people get tired of it, Joyce. We'll see if and I got on here. You see the title of this video right here. I think you'll see. I think, I think you'll see it calming down. Already are. Already calming down. Yeah. You know, a lot of times, y'all, I've noticed this, like, over the years, that a lot of times the truth is the last thing you'll hear. A lot of people just won't hardly be straight about stuff. Hey, I'm actually alright, Luna. Me and Steven's alright. Me and Steven's fine. Uh, uh, but I'm just like kind of tired of it. And, you know, people sending me information and all that. And people's got screenshots of them threatening and all that. And man, I'm just like tired of it, you know. I got a bunch of people, you know, trying to get a hold to me and stuff. And I'm kind of no nonsense anyway. Yeah, I told Tammy, you know, they go up there where she works at. Women's always kind of got something going on, you know. You know, and I ain't even talking about recent. Because I don't ever hear her saying nothing. I said, just go over there and do your job. Don't worry about what they're doing. Just do your job. And I think she started doing that. She don't hardly know what's happening and all that over there. Just only think like, what's going on with her? Oh, I think like, y'all, here's what I think. Knowing enough's enough. Well, it's like right now, got 193 people watching. Think like a few days ago had 300. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. somebody was telling me that somebody, I can't remember, but somebody like brought it to my attention. I thought about it, it was right, you know. Like the movie stars, they, man, they get it, you know. They take uh their head, and put it on somebody else's body. They they take somebody's picture and put text on it, you know, like it's their thoughts. And people believe it, you know. And hey, them Hollywood stars, they catch it now. They catch it. I know that's right, Angie. Like hey Angie, men don't hardly do that. Men don't usually hardly get into no. I mean, I mean, first place, they don't hardly care. And they don't hardly care. I'm telling you. But when Tammy is telling me something, I have to make myself pay attention. Try being a diamond dream, Danny. Well, that's just what I'm sitting here telling you, Luna. You ain't gonna see me on here pounding every other night. You might see me on here, but you ain't gonna see me on here pounding every other night until I got 2 people watching. You know what I mean? And I'm not I'm not quitting because of that reason. I just know when enough is enough. And it's about enough. It's about enough. I can feel it, y'all. It's about enough. Hey, I can get on here at night. We can talk, we can chat, we can have a good time. I got a good memory. I can remember a bunch of stuff. Hey, if you think I've told y'all everything, boy, boy, I can tell y'all a lot. On a hot date there, Shirley. It's showing up. I'm showing 195 there. Okay, let me go up and look at Miss Deanne's question. Are y'all going to have to fight that lady who tried to take the house from Grandma way later when she goes to be with the Lord? Nah, no, we ain't. All that's settled stuff. All that's settled. All that stuff's settled. Yeah, it's Grandma's house. It was the whole time, y'all. Grandma had that house before she ever married that man. Grandma had that house and land, this land I'm on. She had it before she ever met that man. And the man was actually a pretty good dude. I always liked him. I mean, been fishing with him, a bunch of times. I always liked him. Stephen did, and Tammy did. We all did. But when that woman come in there, everything changed. I still liked the man. I just knew that. Uh, I don't think he was thinking exactly right myself. But I mean, the truth is it's is what it was, and that woman uh was like slowly just taking over. And anyway, I mean, I think like most of y'all know the story, but he was a well liked person, but that woman was pretty vicious. And Stephen had the same thing to happen, y'all. Stephen had a house before he ever married a woman. Same thing happened to him. And he got the house, but it was already his house. That don't see Stephen was clean, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying? Stephen was clean. But it was already his house. And a lot of men don't wind up so lucky. They did y'all realize that like things ain't like they used to be? I was just laughing at Stephen there. Things ain't exactly like they used to be about divorce and all that no more. Oh, they got this thing where it's near about 50-50. They do this 50-50 thing. I mean, like I had a guy that worked with me a long time ago. When he made, he probably made $5 an hour, and he had to pay $100 a week child support, and he couldn't even hardly live. I mean, he didn't. He couldn't hardly live. I actually had to give him more money where he could live. He's a good worker. But that stuff has kind of changed now. Any they are what you call gold diggers. Yeah, I know that was. I know it was. But I reckon man, there's like so many men just you can go to prison about child support. I ain't worried about it, old fish. I ain't worried about it. But I didn't realize it, till Stephen come along, they kind of changed it where nobody paid child support. And it might not be like that everywhere, but I do think that was something they needed to fix. Tony Z ain't coming here tonight, has he, y'all? I keep seeing y'all talking about him. Is he doing bad, y'all? Yeah, hey? I don't think he's been doing that good. I like just catch like little bits and pieces. But like sometimes when like Steven's doing that stuff like what he was today, I don't see the chat that good. I mean, okay, Bear Paws, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think he was doing good. So, you know, y'all, that was a tough battle with Grandma, you know, about the house thing. But I was there with her, y'all. I went to the lawyer with her. I made that lawyer so mad, son. I made the lawyer so mad I didn't go back. They sit there and tell you something and they just expect you to believe whatever they say. And, uh, it ain't like that. You know that I don't see how Grandma made it so good. You know, when me and my brother was little, working in that factory. I don't know how she made it so good. Yeah, we protect. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Loretta. Yeah, that had to be 100 times worse than in her situation now. She'll toughen up, y'all. You can expect her to go through them phases. She'll toughen up. I gotta admit, it was actually funny to me for a little while. Oh, but I think you gotta know when enough is enough. See me standing over that, see that meter right there, y'all? On that trailer over there I was just showing. I, uh, I know I go read their meter. Man, them people their light bill must have been $800 a month. I could see the meter from my yard. And I know anytime you walk by there, their heaters be running. That old outside unit, that thing will burn some, boy, it'll burn up some electricity now. That showed the man you are. Yeah, I appreciate it, Luna. Hey, we can still get on here and talk at night. Let y'all meet with your friends and chat. I know y'all, I know y'all enjoy that. But unlike tonight, I'll have to kind of come up with some subjects, you know. But I can. Matter of fact, we bought that camper. We was kind of going around, and it seems like we are almost so busy we can't hardly go. Like this one day rolls into the next. Me and uh, me and Tammy and Stephen, he was married. We went down to the Omaha River, a place where we used to go fishing. Like it's good little ride down there, you know, like where we was at. But I fished all up and down the Omaha River. There's a bunch of big catfish and stuff in there. So what we was doing was we took the campers down there, and I ain't never seen so many hoodlum people in my life as down there camping. Them's the drunkest, music playing, and that part didn't bother me because you go in that camper and cut the air conditioner on, start watching that, you don't really hear it, you know. But we would go out there and check the lines, and we would like kind of be walking through just a bunch of people that you would think they just out there all night long, throwing cornhole and drinking and laughing and cutting up and you name it, they was doing it. But thank you, Sandra. Yeah, I know a lot of people count on Grandma and Stephen, and I guess me and Tammy too. But man, we went down there and we set out lines. We set out some trot lines, bush hooks. Hey, Loretta, she ain't had her surgery yet. When she does, she'll be home for a while. And there's people that live down there on that river. You'd see like little old boats coming up the river, like at 12 o'clock at night. You'd be sitting out there. And we had a bunch of lines to get cut. So them local people that live down there, there's a little campground there, and a bunch of people set out lines and stuff. But them local people would go out there on that river, and it's real easy to do, you know, for dishonest people. Just to go up there and grab your line and cut it. You know, when you go back there, there'll be a string hanging there. And that's where they might not necessarily cut all of them, but they'll cut the one with fish on and get your fish. Yeah, that's the worst place I've ever been there, y'all. You can go to these campgrounds and stuff, and you'll run into like the most polite people that you ever seen. And even we went up there to I can't never think of that place, but it's Elijah Park, Clark's Hill. And man, all the people in that park and everything, like I don't know, you'll get to talking to them, and they'll be walking around with their dog and all that. Man, everybody's just so nice, you know. I mean, hoodlums, they won't spend no money, y'all. Like when we went up, it's $300 a week, you know. And that's just to park your camper. And Well, I mean, I don't think I got to say too much about it, but like a lot of drinking people, they spend so much money on drinking, and I mean, they just don't have the money to go to them parks and stuff like that. And that $300 a week is nothing to what we spend. Man, that pontoon boat holds 21 gallons of gas in that camper. Hey, you'll be standing there filling that thing up for a while. And also, like when I'm driving down the road, I also got the generator running. So the generator is burning that gas out of the tank, and it's burning what you're burning driving. So that is actually, oh man, down there, they ain't no telling what they'll do, Carol. I'm telling you, them's a bunch of roguish people down there, but like the parks and everything, they keep an eye on that anyway. But you just don't run into hoodlums. You just don't run into them. But I actually enjoy that. But see, things has even got more complicated. Oh, hi Daniel. That's just something Stephen and Grandma doing there. I just playing it on the fire stick beneath. Oh, oh yeah, the going camping thing. See, it's got more complicated. Uh, because Tammy's making videos now, and then down there where we like to go, the internet's not good down there, and we drive back, and even when I mean Stephen might get out there and make some fishing videos and just try to do the best he can, but we're gonna have to come home to make videos. Just because the internet's so slow, or just make an edited video. And that liable to be, I don't know about Stephen don't like to mess with, Stephen loves the live. And the lives is easy, y'all. They are easier than the edited, but, when I'm down there, I allow just make edited videos. Film around the campground, stuff like that. But like I can go down through there and edit a video so fast you wouldn't hardly believe it. Because you remember what you're filming. And actually while you're filming it, you actually know what you want to cut out and everything, out of the video. So and like I'm real fast at it. Anyway, I mean I don't even have to stop and think. I think with Grandma about the edited videos, first of all, she'll have like she'll have a lot of footage that she has to go through. And she's uh, constantly making decisions about what to take out and what to leave and stuff like that. And she's real ticky about her editing. And I think that's what gives her the most trouble. Hey, it's nice, Bernice. That camper I got, it is nice. When I bought it, I wanted to buy something that Tammy would be proud of, and yeah, I wanted to buy something that Tammy would be proud of, and it's clean in there and it's nice. somebody that put that mattress in there, it's they spent some money on it. Also, I know Tammy's got an expensive mattress, and the one in the camper actually sleeps better than the one that Tammy's got. You know, on our bed in there. Then she started on me about I want some of them dream sheets. And she don't ask for much. Oh man, well, I don't know if you're saying it's cool on the inside or it's just cool. But like as far as the air conditioner, it don't matter how hot it is. You cut both of them air conditioners on, it'll get colder in there than it'll get so cold. But we enjoy that thing. And only thing is, it's a little aggravating with the dogs. It's a little aggravating. Cause they like to ramble when you let them out. We have to kind of, well, a lot of times it's Tammy like just watching them. Uh, but they'll, hey, you can look out there and they'll be rambling. They'll be way over yonder. And where we like to go down to, that sportsman club, your dog, uh, nobody has their dog on a leash. And like, I don't worry about it, but Tammy like thinks the dog's gonna jump on the little dogs and all that, but like she'll sit here and worry about everything, see, but I don't that much. So you showed y'all. But that's something that we enjoy, and that was a big decision I made about getting that thing because it's a lot of money. And uh, I just looked at it as, ain't getting no younger, you know. That's the way I looked at it. Ain't getting no younger. And you can, for those of you that hadn't got a motorhome, you can, when we go, we take stuff out of the house, out of the refrigerator, out of the freezer, and we have a lot of clothes in the camper that we keep in there all the time. And usually just have to like go by the grocery store and pick up a few things that you want to eat, and Tammy likes to have a bunch of snacks and stuff. And yeah, I mean, you pretty well see it, you know. I didn't want to spend that much money, but like $10,000 will get you a good junk camper. $10,000 will get you a good. You can buy a pretty decent pull behind, but a motorhome at $10,000 will get you a piece of junk that this'll be tore up and that'll be tore up, and I keep that camper there in tip-top condition. That big old mark on the side of that camper, I don't know what happened there. But that was done since I got it. I don't know how that got done. Somebody skinned it. It wasn't me. But yeah, y'all, you can You can load up your stuff, and we got a TV in there, and I got a fire stick in that camper. Uh, and you take your hotspot, and you can watch what you watch at home. And anyway, it's just nice, y'all. It's just nice to you can get away, and you are comfortable like you are when you're at home. And and I guess that's kind of the main thing. You are comfortable when you like you are at home. And then when you go with Steven, he'll be grilling. Even though you might not actually be doing everything yourself, he's doing it. And it's like as if you're doing it. So man, he's setting out lines. He's going to catch bait. He's fishing. He's cooking. Uh, he's putting gas in his boat. He's putting gas in your boat. We're building a fire. Oh, he is. He's building a fire. He's getting firewood. And you might be just standing there looking. Well, you might be just standing there looking a lot. But he's doing it, and it's kind of like as if you're doing it. Just because he's doing it. I always like for him to go. But y'all, me and Tammy don't spend much money. And that, like I say, that was a big thing there. We talked about it, and Danny, a neighbor, bonded roofer, did 40% of my roof and then retired from his job. Sick. How do I hire a roofer when he filled my garage with new tiles? Hey, I don't know. He quit on your job? He quit on you? Bear Paws? He quit on everyone's. Oh, man. So you got that expensive roof, ain't you, Bear Paws? If it's tiles, it's expensive. So y'all ain't no beginner at the camper thing. Uh, I've actually had two other campers. I had another motorhome, and hey, I don't know what you're gonna do, Bear Paws. But I had a motorhome one time before, and I had a camper one time, a pull behind camper. Hey, doing good, Lady Magnolia. How you doing? Okay, go ahead, Davy. I'm listening. I have a long overdue request for a song. Okay, go ahead, Debbie. You talking about at a camper, I think, Joyce. It's a nice and that the man I bought it from, he was a pretty big money man. And he tried to buy that camper back, y'all. He's done bought several campers, and he's mad at himself for selling that camper. He can't he can't get another one. He wants one like what he had. Because it has and I'm waiting on your question about the song. That camper is not like built for a bunch of people. Okay, Joyce. that camper's not built for a bunch of people. It's just got the one bedroom. Like, you don't, I mean, me and Tammy, that's what we wanted. We didn't want no bunch of where it'll sleep 50 people. I'll take y'all out and we'll look at it now. I can do that. Let me get my shoes on now. I've went out there, y'all, and cranked it up, 2 or 3 times. I kind of intended on going the next day. I was gonna try to go the next day, and and all this mess going on, I mean, it's just a bad time. See where them rabbits is. I don't see the other. Stephen asleep, y'all. She ain't got no lights on or nothing. Here's my pontoon boat. It's as a cat up there. It stays hooked to this truck all the time. That's what I got this truck for. That's all I do with it, y'all. Is just pull that boat. And a lot of times, I had the idea that I was going to buy this motorhome and put this thing, you can pull a car and stuff. But I was going to pull the pontoon boat like where I can go by myself. Because, see, Tammy can't go like I can. But it ain't no fun without Tammy. Put some lights on. Oh, well. Y'all see here, it's nice, boy. Everything works. We had some, we've fixed the lights. Some of them didn't work. They just had to have another switch right here, is all. But you can order all that stuff, and then and to see these seats, they'll both turn around. And Tammy will turn this seat right here down, and she does them puzzle books. And she just kind of like y'all sitting there chatting. I mean, she just sat here just enjoying herself like the most you've ever seen. And you just set the TV right here. And here's the couch. Here's the refrigerator. That refrigerator ain't on. Well, this stuff's got to be got out of this refrigerator. I ain't never walked out here and seen it not on. I think it come on in when I done that, but I don't know why that's off. And this right here is like you can flip this up, and it's the stove and oven right there. And the oven works and the stove works. Here's the microwave. It's a real good microwave. It's not one of them kind that takes a long time. There's vents in the roof. That and there's a heater. And this is the duct work. So the duct work is real good. It works good. And it's got less than 50,000 miles on it. Let me see if I can see it. 48,000. 48,000 miles. So even if I get off a video, y'all, I'm going to come out here and check this thing right here. And I might just let that meat there that's sitting there. I'm going to have to get that. I'm just going to have to get that out. No doubt about it. Just going to have to get it out. And then here's like a little the kitchen sink and everything. And here's like the shower and the lavatory. And this is a slide out here. And this will slide out. And you would be surprised at how much room this makes by going out. And there's a TV right there. And we've never even cut it on. But it's one of them old style TVs. But this camper is like really in real good condition. The water tank on it holds like 55 gallons of water. And here's the washer and dryer. Tammy got some bags in there. Never used it. And here's like a grocery shelf. It's kind of always a light or something, you know what I mean? A lot of times it seems like, oh yeah, here's this right here. And I ain't never opened that in my life, but I guess Tammy's the one that always does that. Or I think we keep it down. Like I can't remember. But see, it pretty well stays stocked all the time. So you just do like you're doing at home. Go by the grocery store and get what you want. But you can take this camper. This is what I put my computer on when I come. But like this camper is made like so you can be off grid. And this generator, you can't even hardly hear it running. The jacks is electric. That's it right there. So you can sit right here in the chair and do your jacks. Here's the level right here. And I can look at these levels and level it sitting in the chair. So they're not much setting up. Here's the backup camera. There's fans. It's got a stereo that in it like is unbelievable. There's a stereo back there. There's a stereo outside. It just it's just like I said, these are leather seats. But this is not like somebody told me like that this is like a high end camper, motorhome, high end. It has everything. Here's a light here. And then here's a light here. I think I have to cut a switch on over there for this light to work. For that to work. Tim usually got this loaded with snacks. Look at all that. And man, we've really had a good time with this. I was trying to listen to that. Them kind of air conditioners, them kind of stoves there, they don't, refrigerator, they don't make noise like your refrigerator at home does. They are real quiet. I'm going to go back here and listen to this vent. See if I can hear it running. I put a fan in here. I put a fan inside this. That's the back side of the air conditioner. And I put a button on it where I can like turn it down slow or turn it off or whatever. But I got to see about that right there, about the refrigerator tonight. And I got to get that meat out there too. Which ain't much. I'll let the light on. But y'all, I wanted Tammy to have something nice that we could be proud of. See, I got a light here when Tammy comes out in the dark. That's a solar light there. Tammy got out here the other day. Clean this aquarium. I tried to get her to put them goldfish in that hole down there. And soon she won't even talk about it. Here's where I do some of my antenna work. And see, I got lights where I can do it at night out here. I got everything kind of like what I wanted. But the same way as everything else, I'm somebody that'll get tired of stuff. The only one thing I don't get tired of. I don't get tired of Tammy. I never get tired of Tammy. So a lot of people like to pull behinds because, and it is nice because you can set your camper up and then you can go to town with your truck. Now, they run saws and stuff too over there next door. But, oh yeah, what I was saying about the pull behind campers. See, it's really tough about deciding whether to get a motorhome or just a pull behind camper. That's right. You can save some money. But that pull behind camper, you can, like I say, you can set it up and then you can go to the yard sales and go out and eat and ramble around. You know what I'm talking about? You can ramble around. Or you can pull a car behind that camper. But man, I don't want to do all that mess. Like you see people all the time pulling a car. And I could do it, but I mean, there's such a thing as like stuff being too much trouble. And that's, you got to buy a dolly where you can get front wheels off the ground, and then it's all, that thing's big as a bus. And you driving it when you get to a campground, then you got the big pull over yonder, and it just kind of aggravating like messing with a car. A lot of people like the motorhomes because they are so convenient. Putting your stuff in and like you just ready. But then, yeah, I could pull a car behind it. I just don't, that's just what I was saying. I don't want to go to all that trouble and aggravation of, I like to go out here and get in that thing and go. I don't like to be doing stuff for 4 hours. Or sometimes when we go, I just stop by the grocery store and we make a list and just go there and get the stuff that like we want to eat, for ever how long we're gonna be gone and stuff. But and I almost forgot to say this. See, a lot of times I drive that camper, and then Tammy will drive that truck pulling that pontoon boat, because usually when that camper leaves, that pontoon boat is going too. We don't hardly go nowhere. We don't even wanna go nowhere where we ain't near water or the river. I'm a river man. I don't like the lakes near as much, but I will go to the lakes and stuff. But I like the rivers, what I like. And that's what me and Tammy has done about our whole life, is that river. Okay, Carla Daniels, Glad you in here. You know them when that when the Cobra 19, I said that the reason I did on purpose. When that come about, y'all them campers went real high because they shut a bunch of motels and stuff down. I don't know the difference between a hotel and a motel, but they shut a lot of that down. But you would see campers going up and down the road. I never did see that song, Chris Debbie. But it's, hey, David, you really need to be tell Steve. Are you single? Bernice? You know that, y'all, you see out camping, you see a lot of women with pulling a camper. If you go to them parks, you'll see a lot of women that's camping, that's pulling a camper. I mean, you'll see them there too. I mean, if you looking around and usually riding around them campgrounds, just looking around and stuff, I think that's kind of a new thing. Yeah, it's like at Lake Sinclair, y'all. That town where Lake Sinclair is, it's so busy you can't even hardly get a room up there. A motel. But you can get a campground. You can get in a campground. And then you're saving a lot of money, but it's still pretty good a bit of money, even though you're taking a camper. I guess you can't really count the eating because you're going to eat whether you're at home or not. And so you don't actually figure up food like as a cost because you eating whether you're at home or not. I have requested it many times and you never see it. What song she took? I'll back up here. Cold one coming on by. I see it there now, Dave. Hey, Davey, you have to get Stephen, and then he actually has to know the song. But I mean, sometimes he'll get up there and he don't even have a clue what the song is. Like the Gambler. He's up there singing the Gambler. Is there? A woman, yeah, I tell you what, there's actually a lot of the women doing that. I mean, more than you would think. But it's actually pretty easy, y'all. It's actually pretty easy. So when I pull up to a spot, I let the jacks down and just walk over there. Get out and walk over there and get the cord out, the big electricity cord, and plug it in. And I got a water hose in there. But a lot of times I don't ever do that all at once. The water has got a pump in that camper. And it pumps like just as good. I got a big pump on it. So it pumps a lot of volume. I put a big water pump on it. That pumps a lot of volume of water. Just like what your house does. And sometimes I'll mess around there and like go get, you know, get the TV set up and all that, and then you know, go get my hose out and plug it up, cut that pump off, the water pump. Yeah, you can drive an RV. Hey, Carol. Thank you, Carol. Hey, Carol. That means you sweet for saying that, you know. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. I thought y'all had seen that RV before. I live in my RV. I have traveled with it. I haven't traveled with it yet. You know, I met people that just go from one RV park to another. I guess they might have a house somewhere or something, but that's kind of a new thing, you know, especially on YouTube. People moving around, making videos and all that. Okay. Yeah, I see, Sherelle. Oh, Peter, you got to get out there. I'm glad you come by, Peter. Peter's a good guy, ain't he, Tammy? Silver Potter, I don't know if I spoke to you or not, Silver Potter, but I see you in here all the time. Yeah, hey, y'all, that camper, man, like, I mean, yeah, it's like right at home. I go, I've been gone 2 weeks for, and I'm just as comfortable in it as I am at home. I won't forget that refrigerator. Uh, I mean, I know I won't mess with it tonight, but if it's on when I go out there, I might just let it freeze everything and get it out tomorrow. But if it still ain't working, I'll go ahead and get that food out. Hey, Dublin, I ain't never went out there and that refrigerator wasn't working. But like that thing's so quiet, I mean, I'm telling you, you can't. You have to open the door and fill in them coils. I don't know how long that's been like that. They ain't know anyone selling a 150. A 150 what? No, that freezer wasn't on. It had electricity. You know, I seen the electricity was on, but it wasn't running. When I get off this live, I'm gonna go out there and get. I'm gonna go ahead and get that meat out of there. But when that when something on that camper needs fixing, y'all, I don't I don't mess around too long. Uh, about fixing something. When something needs fixing, I'll fix it, y'all. I ain't one that keeps putting stuff off. I ain't never been bad about that. When something needs fixing, I'll fix it. And you have to have that refrigerator working, 'cause you need that. I probably ain't opened that refrigerator since the last time I parked that camper there. I've been in the camper, 'cause I went in there and cranked it up, like making sure the battery stays charged and all that. Yep. Yeah, I'm somebody, y'all. I'll fix something. Uh, I don't know, but I can tell you this right here. Trucks has got high. I used to have a Ford 150, but boy, they've got high, And you know what? You know why they got so high, y'all? They got they got high because of the economy. You know how everything's went up. But they also everybody's buying them. I don't know what y'all call it, but I think they call it hot shot hauling. And that's where they've got trailers and they pulling these. Y'all know what hot shot hauling is? Does anybody know what hot shot hauling is? They pulling loads. Okay. Okay, I see y'all now. Yeah, they pulling loads, y'all, and they just delivering stuff. You can buy a truck and get in with them, and Bernice said, no, I don't know. You can I reckon you call this place. And they have all these loads, and you can decide if you want it or not. And you find out how much you're going to make to go there and pick something up and take it over yonder. And there's people that do that, well, there's a lot of people that do it. And there's money to be made doing that, and you are your own boss. And I don't think you have to unload the stuff whatever you hauling. But you got to have a pretty good truck, and you got to have like a good kind of heavy duty trailer. Whatever you hauling. I actually got another set of drums, Dudley. But anyway, that's like a pretty good thing. Like if you want to be your own boss, and then it's a lot of money involved. But it costs a pretty good bit to get into it. Unless you already got like one of them heavy duty trucks. I don't know what all the trucks are now, but like you don't want just a regular pickup like what I got. You want like a 250 or something like that. But there's a lot. I mean, you can make $5,000 a week. I mean, I know people that do it. But you on the road. You on the road, and you in a motel room. So there's thorns in them roses. I was always the kind. I always liked to be home. Unless Tammy's with me. I'm not with me. It don't matter where I'm at, long as Tammy's with me. I'm all right. But I don't like being away from Tammy too much. Hey, I know. I mean, if You might not pay attention to it too much, but if you're out on the interstate and you start paying attention, you'll see a bunch of people pulling trailers. You'll see a bunch. If you ever like paying attention, you'll start noticing because I didn't notice it neither. I was talking about hot shot hauling. What is that? But it's a big thing. Hot shot hauling's a big thing. I ain't never liked to drive, to ride and drive and all that. But there's some people like, there's some people just love that. I just ain't one of them. I know some people that live here in Dublin, man, they go all the time. All the time. I see them on Facebook, going up there to Helen, Georgia, and man, Memphis, Tennessee, and they go all the time. I got a buddy that I talked to the other day. So what Doug Lynn's saying there is what remind me of. We're thinking about buying a trailer and building a homemade camper on it. It's probably just best, hey Doug Lynn, it's probably just best to buy the camper. Because you want plumbing and all that, You'll wind up with, okay, David. Okay. I'll try to remember that, David. But like that camper, you can get a pretty good deal on a used one. Unless you just want a brand new one. But it's big bucks if you buy one brand new. But anyway, I got this buddy that's got a big pontoon boat like mine. He's putting a top on it and everything where he can sleep on it. He said, man, I'm tired of them motel rooms. So he's like an outdoorsman type of person. Like what I actually used to be a lot. So he goes down to the Omaha River as well. And me and him used to go together a lot. And he'll still have his pontoon boat, but he'll also have him a little place where he can go in there and get out of the weather and camp. I ain't seen it, but whatever it is, it'll be pretty good. All right, Sharon's leaving. All right, thank you for coming in, Sharon. You see people making them tiny houses and all that. That stuff's big bucks, y'all. So, if I was going to buy a camper, I would buy a used one. Just to, you want to make sure that generator works good. Hey, y'all, I don't see how Grandma and them used to make it so good. But I guarantee you this right here. The world has been living without electricity a whole lot longer than we have with it. And we're here to this day with electricity. And I don't think you could take it away from us now. I thought about that learning back. But it only barely crossed my mind. Like Stephen making a teepee back there in the woods. So I don't know how long it would have been before I thought of it again, but that had run across my mind for Stephen to build a teepee back there. That'd be pretty neat. Cause him and Bentley's wanting to go camping and all that. I am too strict in time driving. One adult, one kid to work. A lot of times I don't read out loud because I don't want y'all to know I'm a dummy. Yeah, hey, you can't hardly beat that camper, because you surely want your bathroom, and the women, the women don't want no 5-gallon bucket. And uh, the women's have to. You're not a dummy. The women, they need a place where they can take a shower, and us men can rough it a few days, but them women, they want to be clean. And hey, let's see, I do not wake up in the morning saying I need to go sit on my 5-gallon bucket. Yeah, that's right, Leanne. The women need a bathroom. But down there at the sporting club, they got bathrooms, showers down there. It's actually pretty nice. There's people down there that has a camper they never use the restroom. They just go in them in down there. I'm probably talking pretty loud. Everybody always told me I talk loud, Bernice. As a matter of fact, people complain about me talking loud. I just talk loud. Oh, somebody else is leaving. Oh, Miss Godfrey. Hey, glad you come by, Miss Godfrey. Yeah, we're gonna be shutting it down here in a second, y'all. Like if I see people go to leaving fast, we'll be shutting it down quick. I take a 5-gallon bucket and put shavings in it when we go tent camping. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, I can tell you, Dublin, I've been a whole lot more tent camping than I have in a motorhome. A whole lot more. We used to do that all the time, and we used to go without. Yeah, used to go. For a long time there, we didn't even have tents, y'all. No, we would just sleep right under the stars, and we didn't think nothing about it neither. Nothing about it. And I remember, hey, I remember, y'all, I remember buying a tent and that was a big thing. I promise you, that was a big thing, buying a tent. Having a tent. Like we was proud of that tent like we was if you bought a real nice car. Not a new car, but a real nice one. I was proud of that tent. And then the older we get, the more spoiled we get. Got that thing sitting out there, and it's ready to go. I doubt the refrigerator's tore up, but if it is, I'll fix it. I don't think it's tore up. I just think it switched off somehow. Yeah, I thought that they might have had P.O.box, Miss Carol. We used to call them P.O.box. Like inside, where they didn't have to go out there at night and all that. Okay, Miss Dixie. Miss Dixie, this is the first time I've seen you there on chat. Glad you come by, Miss Dixie. I'll be doing kind of some more of these night chats, I reckon, and then Tammy will be doing some stuff during the day. Slop jars, is that what you call them? We used to have one. Oh, yeah. We we used to have one, but we called it a peapod, I think. But like we only had one bathroom, and one of the places like where we lived at, you had to go through Mama's room to go to the bathroom, and like she would always lay down at night, before she worked that A shift, and so we had like a peapod that like so we didn't wake her up, but it wasn't because we didn't have no electricity. We had electricity. Ever since I can remember, we had electricity. Yeah, we're trying to get the motion up to go camping here. But with not very much luck. Grandma's go. Oh, is this right here the golfing video? My grandma didn't even have a bathroom. Well, that's kind of what I was saying, Leanne. I mean, people's done without electricity a whole lot longer than we've had electricity. I mean, like since the beginning of time. I heard the river was real high. And then that's a turn off too, Ed. Because surely you want to go down there and mess around in the boat. Yeah, that's what we used to do, crying shame. Everything that fit in the bed of the truck. Oh, yeah. Yeah, hey, I think that that's a good little thing, Miss Bell. I really do. I know somebody's got one. And I think that's a good little thing. But I, when I go camping, y'all, I'll be laying on that couch and watching TV and stuff. But I do know like a lot of people will get outside and do stuff, and cook and all that. Dang. Luna Beck said Granny didn't have plumbing till I was 18 years old. My grandmother lived in the Depression. She always used to tell me things about it. I've asked somebody that lived in the Depression about the Depression. I was asking him about money. And he said there wasn't no money. He told me there wasn't no money. That there wasn't no money. So, I always said all along, we like a little spoiled. I think we all a little spoiled. That's living in high cotton, ain't it, Miss Carol? A two-seater. Oh, really? I hear you. You need to send me that update there on the Facebook thing. Like, people don't even want to, like the younger group, like they don't even want to hardly work no more. Kind of the way it looks to me. Yeah, they talk about how much, you gonna pay me. Like they ain't even asking you. You asking them. How much you gonna pay me? Hey, 186, that ain't bad for a nighttime, is it? Nighttime life. Hey, crafting with armor. Dang. Yep, raised 11 kids. Hey, you don't see the big families no more like you used to. Hey, I can't. I've heard all the stories from Grandma and everything. And I know some of y'all's done it. I can't hardly imagine like living without electricity and everything. Like even when the lights go off here, I got a generator outside, y'all. That and I mean actually we could just go get in the camper. But I got a generator outside. But man, before that generator, like the stuff in your refrigerator start getting thawed out. I've seen them lights off before for 4 or 5 days before. Yeah. Yeah, I asked Grandma about taking a bath. I didn't know they didn't have bathtubs. They they yeah. They have wash tubs, y'all. Could you imagine me and Higgs getting in a wash tub? Dang. Me and Higgs need 2 wash tubs welded together. There's a lady on here, y'all, that we have, a regular viewer. She owns an extra house, and she's invited us several times to go stay at that house. And you never know. I'll have a go one of these days. Me and Ed Higgs there, y'all, we done a lot of stuff. And we just, I don't know, it's just so easy to stay home. Yeah, I see Armor come in there every now and then. Yeah, I miss mine too. I miss my dad too. He wasn't all bad, y'all. It sounds like he was all bad, but he wasn't all bad. It just, when it come to Grandma, he didn't, he didn't know how to do. He wasn't all bad. Everyone remembers him. Ed Higgs remembers him. Because we all been camping before. Dang. When we moved to Alberta from Montreal, we all sat on wooden boxes for chairs. It's hard to find something worth doing. Hey, Ed, ain't you got one of them gold detectors? You know, I mean a metal detector. I was waiting to see if Ed answered me. My granny made me underwear. Yeah, I think there was a lot of that, Luna. I mean, back. Yeah, I thought you did. You don't never do that, Ed? Go around and. I know some old places that, I know some old places. I know a place that we used to go to. Uh, an old school that, we would find money out there. William's brother had one, Ed, and he had a big old bag of. He done that. He would go looking for stuff with that metal detector, and he had a big old bag, like what a bank bag looks like. Not a big old bag, but like kind of like a white sack. Man, he had a bunch of coins and rings and all kind of stuff in there. And I know a woman that got mad at her husband, and I know where the yard is. She took her ring off and throwed it, and they never found that ring, that diamond ring. I know where that yard is. I still remember where that yard is. That guy was telling me about, the man was telling me about it. His wife got mad and took her ring off and throwed it in the yard. Slung it. They didn't ever find it. Man, I mean, that y'all better find that with a metal detector. Thank you, Carla. I'm glad that I can be sitting here and entertaining. I could be sitting in here with 20 people, y'all. I'm glad that it actually means something that y'all might not realize, but it means something to have people sitting and listening. This time, I could actually get a pretty big crowd in the daytime. Last time I went, I found a silver buckle from a lady's voice. Yeah, that stuff's kind of interesting to me, Evan. And I had a metal detector. I had one. I bought one at a yard sale. And I don't think it was no good fancy one and all that. But like, I always wanted to take it to the beach when I went. Then I missed my dad. Daddy's little girl, he was a Baptist preacher. I I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Miss Bell. But man, every time we go to the beach, I forget to take it. And somebody seen it one day in my building out there, and I had a chance to get my money back out of it, and I just sold it to them. Yeah, thank you, Crystal. You know, y'all see that the chat's healthy. Dublin, my grandpa was born in that. I think that's about when, uh, I think that's about when Mama's daddy was born. You know, about during that time. I brought it to the river last time I was down there, but never used it. You know, they probably always enjoy listening. Thank you, Trish. I wouldn't doubt that there ain't a bunch of pool tabs down there, Ed. My dad drank. He started telling me about the women he met overseas before he stopped and say, "Oh wait, you're my daughter." Yeah, he might have been pulling your leg a little bit, teasing you. See, I help to get your chores done faster. I bought Tammy some earbuds, y'all. She ain't never told me they could listen to music at work. I said, well, if you can listen to music, you can listen to the lives. Hey, Michelle, getting on here late. I ain't gonna delete this video here. I just took the other one I put on private because I said something that might would aggravate some people about you know, the YouTube channels that might discourage them and you know, I don't even know now that I will even make that video back public. I don't want to discourage the upcoming people that's trying to make make it on YouTube. We've been on our best behavior. So for everybody coming in kind of late, Danny, this video will still be up there. Yeah, I'm not going to put this video on private. So you can come back and catch it. You ain't got to worry about catching it tonight. You can come back and catch it anytime. So y'all, you see the title, Drama is Fading. This drama stuff is getting old, and I think it's getting old quick. So we're fitting to be toning it down some. Not because of what the other people's doing, but I think it's time to know when enough is enough. I just think it's time to know when enough's enough. And I think it's like enough, it's enough. Them other people, they can do whatever they want to do. And that ring I was talking about, Evan, man, that was a long time ago. Whenever that man told me about his wife taking a ring off and throwing it, I don't even know if you even know the people, but I know where it's at. You know, I know the yard. I can't believe they didn't find it. Yeah, I think yeah, I think so too, Miss Arm. I think I really think people's getting tired of that stuff. Tired of the knick-knacking back and forth. I know you come in here late, Irma, but oh, I have told you about it before. Yeah, I think people like that knick-knacking back and forth gets old. I actually done what I wanted to do, uh, which is bring attention to everything and get everything, all the facts. Let y'all know the facts. Hey, good night, Tammy. I'm glad you come in, Miss Tammy. So I done what I wanted to do. It ain't, it was never my plan to keep this like rocking, this bull rocking in the back and forth. I've, I've actually had enough. They can do what they want to do. I don't care. But I'm tired of it. That's right, Michelle. Yep. Yep. I don't I don't think it's a good idea to keep on and on. But my mission is accomplished, you know. I wanted all of chat too. You know, your chat's important. And I think all of chat knows, y'all, you know, I'm doing watching their videos, and I didn't even watch them much. I didn't even watch them much anyway. But I'm doing with it, y'all. I actually laughed at the last one I watched. But I can get in here and do these late nights. But y'all, every now and then, like as I as I feel like it. As I take the notion, not necessarily feel like it, as I take the notion. And then I see I know tomorrow's that concert. And that concert will take over. I see that on Danny, this is nice. I enjoy these talks. Yeah, I can. This is something I can do all day long. Your mission is complete. Well done, and you had a army backing you up. You think of Miss Bell. I know y'all with me. I like the late nights. Yeah, and I I probably won't never do daytime, y'all. It'd probably always be at night, for the late nighters, where y'all can get in here and see your friends and chat. And we can talk and do whatever we do. It it seems like lately I got 4 or 5 people to call. Still got somebody to call. She I ain't told nobody yet, but I am gonna call her up and talk to her, she says she's not on the dark side like everyone thought. Man, I can't view my Russian soaps now. Who on earth would really want to meet? Yeah, we could play bingo. We could do that, y'all. It would have to be on the honor uh, system, but we could do that. We could do that. We could like get some $5 super chats and give the money away. Give the super chat money away. I could just put it in an envelope, mail it. It wouldn't cost, but just the cost of a stamp. Wrap it up in a piece of paper where nobody can't tell us money. I'll give that some thought. We might could do that. It would have to be the honor system. You reckon anybody cheat, y'all? As long as my daughter ain't playing, we might would be all right. Her and Steven, hey, shit, hey, they'll get into it now. Now Steven won't get into it, but like she'll get mad, y'all. Steven will be just like you see him right here on that screen. But like she'll get mad. I seen him, I seen him like get mad playing Monopoly, or she would, you know. Checkers. I'd say, I'd say, you know, it's always on the river. I'd say, get up there on the front seat. Let me see who can best do the best dive. You know, off the boat, who can do the best flip. And she was just as good an athlete as Stephen was, except she was just a female. But she was a good athlete, y'all. I remember when she played what you call that, powder puff football. She was a quarterback on there. But yeah, I mean, Steven didn't have nothing on her. I seen him like playing tennis before. Steven didn't have nothing on her. They always want me to watch them, you know. And Steven's daughter Phoebe, uh, we get up there at the kitchen table. So you know she's kind of little. They stayed with me a lot. Her and Eric. Her and Eric stayed with me a lot, y'all. And even like when I worked, they would go to work with me. But Phoebe would be sitting there coloring. And she'd cut her eyes up there to make sure I'm looking. You know, I had to make sure I was always looking. I mean, I made it a point to not start watching TV, you know, 'cause she would cut her eyes up there and make sure I was looking. I'd sit there and watch her color. Her and Eric, get them over there on the couch. We watch movies. Like, with them, to me, there's nothing like grandyoungers. I was a cheerleader. That is hard. We practice every day, 3 hours a day. I know that, Leanne, because Christina was a cheerleader too. They was serious about that stuff, boy. And they used to go to them competitions and stuff. Tammy go and sit on them benches all day long. And they loved it. They loved to go. But I could not sit on them benches, y'all. Them old high school, you know, the high school gym benches. I could not do it. But they would go and do that stuff. Man, y'all do that too, Leon? Have them championships or whatever you call it? I do remember Christina was the one that would be on the top, you know. Whenever they would do a pyramid or something. She's been dropped. Barry Falls, you got a YouTube channel? My brother was a cheerleader in the 90s. Oh, he is 90 years old now. He took me one of his games. Dang. Y'all, I hardly don't go look at channels too much. No videos. I tried to make one and I wound up laughing. Oh, okay. I can't tell you Luna was probably he was a football player or something. I bet you he was. The honest Amish mailman. Hey, Captain, with Alma, the old age will creep up on us. But like the women, like the women, to me, they don't do nothing but just get better with time. Seems like to me. These women that I went to school with, that's in their 60s, y'all. They prettier now than they was when they was in school. That's what blows me away, y'all. How the women just get prettier in time. I watched the show the other day, y'all. I ain't never known about it, but I know y'all remember. I Dream of Jenny. I watched a movie. I didn't know it was a movie. I was just hunting something on TV, and it was I Dream of Jenny 15 years later. And I mean, man, 15 years later, and she's like better than ever, Like it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Yeah, we used to all watch that, Lee. Then we got all them channels and nothing on. Nothing on we want to see. A lot of them movies is the cussing's so bad on it that you don't you don't even want to watch. Hey, y'all, I see the numbers going down pretty good. Now YouTube might will pick it back up some. But I actually think we need to get on out of here. I got a hard day tomorrow, y'all. Them drums is a rough job. For like the longest we play. I got to fix my drum pedal. I blowed it out again. Like stomping the pedal too hard. Like don't even realize I'm doing it. Hey y'all. Uh, I'll give y'all a minute or two to start wrapping it up. Y'all saying your goodbyes. Y'all can, Grandma'll be live tomorrow. Yeah, I wanna lay down and get some rest where I ain't feeling rough. I was feeling rough this morning when I woke up. But I got over it. But yep, see y'all at the concert. I supposed to have a new shirt that Bloomin' sent me. I hadn't seen it yet. It might still be over at Stevens. I was supposed to have me a new shirt. Hey, I want to tell y'all that I do appreciate y'all coming in there and supporting me, and it means a lot that I hadn't got a little embarrassing small crowd. It really does. You know what I was saying the other night, y'all? It bad like to have a birthday party and nobody come, and that's kind of the way this is. I got a good little crowd. It's late at night, uh, and you, the people, is what makes it. I mean, y'all, what makes it happen. I couldn't do it without y'all. I, I wouldn't do it without y'all. I wouldn't do it. Good night, Karen. Grandma'll be live. I don't think I'm gonna go down there tomorrow. Just for the simple reason, man, I kind of want to rest some. Just rest up some. I go, I go harder than I don't. I'm not necessarily doing all the time like Stephen, but my mind's working a lot. And then all that mess going on, we've been having, and like reading them big old long comments people sending me, and basically telling me, what everybody's doing, and it's like studying for a test. I mean, man, you take in so much info, like you don't even know if you're coming or going. Hey, I love you too, Missy and Bill. And I love each and every one of y'all. We all didn't know one another in the beginning, but we do now. And Joyce there. Joyce, I don't know how that happened to you on Stephen's channel about the moderator business. I promise you I didn't do it. But I've seen that happen to Tony Z too. I seen Tony Z come in the room one day, and he didn't have his wrench. I don't know what you lay it to, but I noticed it. And I just made sure it was him, and then I put it back on there. But I didn't know what the deal was. You know what, y'all? You know what? You still ain't leaving. Thank you, Michelle. I'm glad you're doing better, Michelle. I know you're doing better because you are coming in here. Oh, it wasn't no. It was. I actually enjoyed it for a little while, Luna. But I think it's enough is enough. I mean, it was kind of funny to me for a while, but I done got tired of it, and I think the people's getting tired of it. We'll see, y'all. We'll see how their views do. But I've had about enough. I've had about enough. All right, y'all. I'm gonna be quiet. You got 30 seconds. Good night, Bernice. Good night, everybody. You know, ain't no way I can tell everybody good night. But I can say good night to all y'all. We'll do it again, y'all. Except this time, next time we do it, I'll have a little bit of stuff thought of where I can lay some stuff on you. Some of that common sense stuff. Some of that stuff that makes you go, hmm. All right, y'all. Good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Do 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 do. Trying to cut the TV off, it ain't gonna cut off. I actually want some of y'all to get on here and call in. I don't want, I don't want you to feel like you gotta talk for a long time. But just let people hear from you. Hey, Miss Carter. Just let people hear from you and let people know this is who I am. I'll talk to you and help you talk, and you ain't got to worry about what am I gonna say. I'll help y'all to talk. Hey y'all, good night. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye.